Today I'll show you how you can create prompts for ChatGPT from Notion database automatically. So whatever the content you will add here, the same content will be passed to ChatGPT application. So the content will be generated automatically according to that prompt, and the same content will be added again in this Notion database items in front of that instruction, in front of that prompt. Yes, everything will be automated. Now to automate this process, firstly we will have to build a connection in this Notion and ChatGPT application with the help of this amazing integration and automation software Pabbly Connect. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in here. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow and provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as automatically create a prompt in ChatGPT from Notion. Now it is asking to select the folder. So I want to create my automation workflow in this main workflow folder. So I'm selecting the same, clicking on create, and after that you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever something happen in your first application, then automatically do this in your next application. Okay, so in this way you need to always choose your applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, I want that whenever I add any instruction in my Notion database item, the same data should be fetched up automatically via Pabbly Connect, and using the same instruction a prompt should be created automatically in this OpenAI application, or we can say ChatGPT application. So that is why I have selected the same application as an action application, and by clicking on this plus icon you can add as many as action steps as you want and connect different applications with the Pabbly Connect and automate lot of complex business processes. Okay, for now I will be going with the same 2 applications, and now the idea here is I'm going to connect these applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let's first connect our Notion database with the Pabbly Connect. So selecting the trigger event, that is new database item. You can also read the instructions that triggers when a new item is created in database. So yes, I want to perform the same. Now clicking on connect, clicking on add a new connection, and if you are connecting it for the first time, click on connect with Notion and provide the access of your Notion. Okay, I am already logged in my Notion account, so it is not asking me for the access but asking me for the permission. So let me provide the same, and make sure that you also provide the access of the same page in which you are working, clicking on allow access, and in this way my Notion application will be connected with the Pabbly Connect, and even the authorization is successful. And because we are connected here, you can notice whatever the databases are already available in my Notion account have started visible here. Well, because I have provided the access of this page only, so that is why only single page is visible. Now as soon as I add some data and click on this button, you will notice that the most recent data will be fetched up via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so here you can notice the response is received, and we have the URL of that Notion. We also have the prompt, that is properties, add your prompt here. Okay, so this is the same content which we have added as a prompt in our Notion database items, and you can find other details also. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Notion and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time you and your team member will add any instruction, any prompt here, the same content will be fetched via Pabbly Connect in every 8 hours, because this trigger will check for the new data in every 8 hours. Basically it is not going to fetch the data immediately but in every 8 hours. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I'll show you how you can use this data as a prompt in our OpenAI application. So in action application, I'll go with the same, that is ChatGPT. Clicking on connect, clicking on add a new connection, and for the connection it is asking for the token. So if you're already logged in your OpenAI application, you can directly click on this hyperlink and it will redirect you to this API keys page, from where you can create a new secret key. But because I have already created several keys, so I'm going to reuse those keys. So for now I am closing it. If you want, you can create a new secret key. Okay, so how about I go with the existing connection only, clicking on save, and in this way my OpenAI application will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. And firstly it is asking to select the AI model. So because I'm using the free version, so I'll go with this GPT 3.5 only. But let's say if you have a paid account, you can also use the GPT-4 AI model. And finally it is asking for the prompt. So our objective is to create a prompt for OpenAI for ChatGPT from Notion. So the interesting thing here is I'm not going to manually copy the prompt from here and paste here again and again, because I have already captured the Notion data as a response of my trigger step. And instead of manually copying this data and pasting below for every new data received here, I will map this data so that this data can be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time or in next time. Okay, and mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. So let me select that data. Alright, so here we have all the data and I am going to map this specific content, that is this plain text. Okay, how about I click on this button save and send test request, and you will notice that a response will be received, and that response will consist of the content of the email of which we have provided the instruction, provided the prompt. Okay, so scrolling down and checking for the same, and under this choices 0 message content you can find the same content. So here you can notice we also have the subject line as well as the whole content. So the presence of this content clearly shows that the prompt from Notion is working absolutely fine. And in this way you can also create the prompt for ChatGPT from Notion directly using this Pabbly Connect software. Okay, so in this way the second step of our automation is also done. Now we are going to add the final step, that is we are going to add the very same content in front of that prompt automatically. For that, click on this plus icon and search for the Notion application once again. Okay, and in the action event this time, instead of creating a new database item, I will be selecting the update page. Okay, so let me show you the same. Here you can find multiple action events, selecting the same, clicking on connect, and this time I will go with the existing connection only, clicking on save, and in this way my Notion application will be connected with Pabbly Connect once again. And firstly it is asking for the database, that which particular database you would like to update. So you have two choices, either you can directly select the database from this drop down, but you should select the database from the drop down only in the cases when your database will remain same, it is not going to change. But let's say you are updating the data in different database, in that case I would recommend you to enable this mapping button, remove this existing ID, and you should map the ID from this particular data. Let me even show you the ID. Alright, here you can notice this parent database ID, here we also have this ID. Okay, but for now I will be going with the same database, that is this prompts for ChatGPT, because only the prompt will be changed and this content will be changed, but this database will remain same. Okay, so going with the same, asking for the page ID. So again I am going to map the same from this Notion database items, basically from this Notion responses, and here we have multiple ID. So I will be mapping this specific ID as the page ID, asking for both the fields which I have added inside my Notion database. So because I would like to update the content in this specific thing, so I will be adding the data here only, that is get your content here, from where I'm going to provide this data. Remember we have just generated the content using ChatGPT application, so I have selected, basically I have mapped the same, clicking on this button save and send test request, waiting for the response to receive, and yes I have intentionally left this field blank. Okay, so here you can notice that a response is received, and this response seems positive to me. So going back to my Notion application, and here you can notice in front of that prompt the content is here. Here we have the subject line, that is exciting offer, get 20% discount on all shoes this new year, dear valued customer. As we step into the new year, we want to let you know that we appreciate your continued loyalty. Okay, so did you notice how easily and quickly we were able to create prompts for ChatGPT directly from Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect? And once this automation is ready inside Pabbly Connect, after that you can even close Pabbly Connect and sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. And just in case if you want to access this 3-step automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation workflow into my description box. So you can click on that link, sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. And now onwards, what will happen, every time you and your team member will add a prompt here in this Notion, after 8 hours the content will be generated automatically in front of the very same prompt, that too automatically. But again mentioning you that it might take at least 8 hours, because the trigger here will check for the new data in 8 hours. Okay, I hope you have understood that how using this automation software you can create a prompt in ChatGPT from Notion automatically. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues, and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.